What up? What up? What up? So we gon' this ain't a re-upload, but I made a mistake and fucking deleted Drake hit with Rico lawsuit over alleged gambling scheme. Following a year of contentious disputes from the radio to the court docket, rapper Drake is being hit with a class action lawsuit. The musician is accused, alongside streamer Adin Ross and George Nguyen, of promoting an illegal online casino while using proceeds from the site to artificially inflate streams of his music. The lawsuit, filed December 31st and reviewed by USA Today. Shout out to USA Today. This is where I'm reading this from. Claims the men used the website stake.us to obscure transmissions of money to advance their ongoing music botting campaigns. So I'm looking at this like they basically funneling the cash from the website in order for them to continue to pay for Drake's streaming bots, which is crazy to think about. Basically, he's using the platform of stake.us to fund his music career in a sense. But they're trying to connect it with those same. They're basically trying to connect the botting with stake.us, and that's like a double whammy, basically, because now what you got going on is not only is Drake, Adin Ross, and whoever this Norwegian guy is going to be looked at for, you know, trying to illegally have people gamble or create an environment for where people that are underage to be influenced to gamble. Now they're connecting it to his music career, which is that's big, man, because now they're trying to make it seem like he has way more than a gambling addiction. He has an addiction to just being number one in the music industry so much that he'll pay for bots and views and stuff like that. And with you being such a huge artist, I don't see why you would even do that. You know what I'm saying? And on the live that I deleted, I pointed out that Drake's analytics, if even if I go to Drake's analytics, I'm pretty sure I'll see a lot of people that are under the age of 21 listening to his music, 25. Now, granted, before I stopped supporting and listening to his music, I listened to a couple of songs here and there, but not nowhere near as much as what I used to. Maybe one or two songs now, like Tip Badge or Headline, stuff like that. 5 a.m. in Toronto, even though it's rumored that he didn't even write that. Felice from Stray Kids, appreciate you. If you could, man, subscribe to the channel. I just dropped 3 new videos. Go check those out if you can. I appreciate you for commenting. Whatever y'all comment, you feel me? I just dropped 3 new videos an hour ago. Go check those out. I'll probably be dropping more. Anyway, if we look at Drake's analytics, we know that he is appealing to the younger crowd, basically. So when you mix in Stake.us with him appealing to a younger crowd that's under 25, a lot of these people are probably not of age to gamble legally, but they made it to where basically they was buying like fake currency in a sense, calling it sweepstake coins or some shit like that. And you got Drake's appeal to the younger crowd, or him trying to stay in the younger crowd, right? By doing tracks with people who are 10 years younger than him, 15 years younger than him, streamers that are almost 20 years younger than him. You know what I'm saying? It gets to the point where it's like, you got to be very careful with that, trying to filter your musical fans who are not of age to gamble to gamble. You know what I mean? And the psychology of addiction raises higher. It's possibility. If I'm 18 years old, it's a bigger possibility I can get addicted to something than me being my age, 33. You know what I mean? Like, not to say that I couldn't get addicted to something, but it's less likely because I know I have a better like understanding of what it is to just spend your cash and lose your currency, because the chances aren't in your favor to win. The house always wins, at least most of the time, like 95+% of the time or whatever. So with that being the case, they're trying to give Drake a double whammy right now. And I'm going to read this again on the double whammy. Promoting an illegal online casino while using proceeds from the site to artificially inflate streams of his music. That is a double whammy. You know what I'm saying? Like, they trying to connect all this shit. And it makes sense because, okay, I get paid from state to promote the site. They pay me my losses. So let's say I lose $1 million. They pay me $1 million. So I never lost. And then I go and take 200,000 of that and put 20,000 on this song. However, they get the they put 20,000 on this song too, whatever. So now you're looking like you're cheating the system basically, and we all know that people cheat the system. It's just how you make it look basically at this point. You feel me? Evangelist, what's good? Make sure you subscribe to the channel, man. You subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel, man. Let me know what's good. I just dropped 3 new videos. Go check them out. Or comment on all of them. Um, I say videos, but they're in the short section. So make sure you go check out my 3 new shorts I just dropped. I just dropped 3 new freestyles. Go check out my new song, Falling Again. It's actually doing pretty good. So go check that out. Make sure you leave a comment on that. Let me know you came from the live and shit like that. But Drake and Adin Ross are in a lot of hot water. See, Adin Ross might be a little safe when it comes to the opinion I'm having because he's pretty young. But at the same time, I think he's old enough, right at the age to gamble, so to speak. And if he's not, that's why he's like, I want to move out of America. He's like going to different countries in order to promote this so he doesn't break any laws, because some countries might have looser laws than others on this shit. But for them to connect the bots to stake.us, that is insane to me. You know what I mean? You're such a big artist. Why would you do that? And you look at your analytics and they're going to basically make it look like you're promoting the children, bro. This is how this is going to look. Adin Ross, they're going to say you're promoting the children. If you have a job, a life, a family, you're not watching streams for 4 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours, 30 hours and trying to stay up with them and see what's going on next. You might watch that shit for 20, 30 minutes. That's even if you're interested in that type of shit. You feel me? So this is we know that more kids and children look at lives. You feel me? So this just becomes a case of like, what are we doing uh, to continue this behavior? You know what I mean? What are we doing to continue this behavior? It gets to a point where it's like you purposely doing this shit at this point. That's what it kind of looks like. Like, your crowd, your analytics. Adin Ross, this Norwegian guy, if I'm even saying that, this George guy. I mean, Adin Ross. I mean, we know streamers appeal to kids. How they that's how they eat. They know that from different parts of the world as well. There's no telling which of these kids have parents that have cash and they steal their card and they lie about their age and verifications and all this stuff. It's nasty work, and then for them to connect that to the bots, it's even like it just makes it look like you taking that cash that you ain't losing and you putting it into the music, and they're trying to say that you got almost 40 billion streams. 40 billion streams, bro. That ain't real. And that's just what they can account for. You get what I'm saying? So it's it's nuts. I don't. This is becoming more and more of like less tearing them down and more exposing the tactics that the industry uses in order to keep people up top at the top. You know what I mean? This is nuts, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Um, I I I can see why certain people want to fuck with him because he has such influence. You know what I mean? And he may be even paying. There's no telling if Adin Ross and them is paying for fake viewers now. You got to question everything that you're looking at now at this point. You got to question everything that you see at this point because if it's not something that genuinely caught the interest of people and it's just steady in your face. Now, it's one thing to run ads on something. I run ads on my videos. A lot of people don't get what running ads is because you could run ads on your videos and not get any comments. Or you can run ads for videos to get comments and not get many views. You get what I'm saying? You'll have videos out here with like 500,000 views, but only got like 20 comments. It looks fake, but they might have just put like $500 just on ads, not knowing how to run the ads, and they're not getting the engagement. You know what I'm saying? Organic engagement, which is why a lot of people tell you don't run ads unless you know what you're doing or you got people who genuinely like the song. I could see it though. Paying people for comments, paying people for while you running the ads, that's cool too. So um it's very easy to just get it all confused in this shit. Who's to say that they can't make a profile that looks like it was made 10 years ago either, already like age the profile. I mean, it gets deep. So we don't it's getting harder and harder to just, separate reality from like what's real and shit. So I do get why people is like, we don't need AI in a sense of like fucking with our eyes. You know what I'm saying? There was a time when there was AI streamers, like people who was streaming like me, but that wasn't real. They'll be in a game room or they look like they're outside and they're streaming, but they're not real. You know what I'm saying? AI streamers, which is very dangerous. And that's basically stealing the cash away from us, you know what I'm saying, from real streamers who get on here and work hard to edit our videos or find subject matters to talk about. So it's even more, it's like, think about an AI streamer or an AI artist, and now they're getting bots on top of fake music, getting fake numbers and fake comments, and they make it look real. Like people really fuck with this. It's getting scary. You know what I'm saying? You could just basically have something come out of thin air and it not do much of shit. You know what I'm saying? So this isn't something that people agree to. This isn't something that people like wanted to see. You just are almost forced to look at it because now the algorithm is serving you to look at this certain thing, and that's kind of what they're trying to place like Drake's numbers under. Who's to say Casanet numbers are real? Who's to say Adin Ross numbers are real? Are these people chosen and really liked, or are these people pushed to the point where you're forced to feel like they're so big that we got to accept what they've done? We got to accept the fact that they're the biggest streamer. What if they're not? What if a lot of these artists that we loved and they sold so many? What if all of this shit was mostly fake and it's only like 5 to 10% of this shit that was real? You know what I'm saying? It gets to a point where we start to question our own reality, and we shouldn't do that. But you have people of power who force us to do that because of what we're seeing. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. What's going on? What's going on, man? What's going on, man? Hey, yo, make sure you subscribe to the channel, man. Check out my 3 new shorts I just dropped. Drop some freestyles. Make sure to check them out. Comment on those. Yeah, man. So they're almost trying to make Drake not only look like an industry player, but almost, I mean, he's a real person. We've seen him in real life, but they're trying to make him almost like AI. You know what I'm saying? Like none of this shit's real, or most of it isn't real, or some of it is real, but they mixed it in with the fake to just make it look so genuine that you couldn't tell the difference anymore. And now people try to put the same stipulations on Kendrick, but it's like, who's to say if? Because I'm pretty sure, right? It gets even deeper than that because let's just say Drake didn't know about the bots or whatever. Let's just say he drops a song and somebody else takes his fucking link and drops it in a bot, whatever, and they paying for it, and Drake doesn't know it. You can also sabotage somebody by like buying bots for them, and now they're seeing it's fake when they like, I didn't even do that shit. You get what I'm saying? So it gets to a point where you gotta think about all the possibilities and shit like that when it comes to this bot conversation, when it comes to where your cash is going, how it's being invested. When you got certain people that's coming out in the industry that are saying, I know he's done it. Private investigators who saying, I know he's bought this shit. You know what I'm saying? It gets scary, man. It gets scary. Lucia, what's good? What's going on, man? Hey, man, make sure you subscribe to the channel, man. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, man. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, man. You keep typing the same thing, I'm gonna have to kick you out this bitch. At least stay with the subject matter of Drake and Adin Ross and AI and, you know, all of this shit. If not, I'll kick you out if you just gonna type random shit in. You feel me? Sir, yes, sir. But yeah, man. We gotta really start looking at the reality we're living in instead, especially for 2026. I'm definitely feeling a way today about certain shit. So me going live kind of helps out my mental and shit. So, but it's not about me. It's about, I mean, I guess it is because I'm live. But when I say it's not about me, it's not about me trying to push my narrative onto how you feel. I just want to maybe change your perspective on what's real and what's not. You know what I mean? Like watching a video with my homeboy the other night, and it was a lady like holding a potato and holding a purse, and then the purse would be a potato, and the potato would be a real potato. It's because you can't really tell what's real and what's not in a sense. You know what I'm saying? You got a AI battleship and a fucking real ship on the water. She points at the AI ship, and it looks just like a real ship. So, are we going to get to the point where AI is going to take over? I don't think AI will take over because people are going to call it out. We already got people calling it AI slop, shit like that. Now, don't get me wrong. If you put it in your videos, your music videos and stuff like that, I don't really give a fuck about that part. If you AI helps you, equalize songs and stuff like that. But once it starts to actually make art and shit like that, I'm kind of against that. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm kind of against. I guess I'm not against AI making album covers or helping you come up with an artsy idea, but don't try to sell it like it's your own. At least, try to let people know, what I'm saying, what it is, or just sell it and don't try to push it as your own art so people can know, you know what I'm saying, what it is. It's just a fine line, you know what I'm saying, between what I feel like we should do with AI and what we shouldn't. AI should be helping with uh medical things. It should be helping with having breakthroughs with helping kids with autism. It should help with you know brain activity, like stuff that matters. That you know what I'm saying. Yeah, you out of here, bro. You out of here, bro. Um, so it should help with like medical breakthroughs, maybe us figuring out when a new animal species comes about and shit like that. Like, what are we, what can we, how does this animal serve in the ecosystem and shit like that? I don't think it should touch art, so to speak. Like I said, it's a fine line between that because, yeah, I could take AI could make a beat for me. I guess, but just say it's a beat made by AI. You know what I'm saying? Like you inspired the beat, you put the idea behind it. Because at the end of the day, AI still needs humans. That's the whole crazy thing about it. The only reason why AI even exists is because of humans. So for people to say, "Well, AI take over," I mean, if you let it, because it's coming from you. This live that I'm doing now, AI is probably scanning this live from my words, influxes of my voice, stuff like that. But it needs us in order to continue to grow. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing about it. Don't become a slave to technology. It might sound fucked up, but make technology your slave. Make it work for you. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to fall into the trap of, okay, I don't need to do shit because AI do everything for me. Actually learn how AI works and stuff like that. But back to the Drake and Adin Ross thing, I'm pretty sure they know. Drake even used AI in the beef with Kendrick Lamar. It's just certain shit like that that's like, we don't need to use it for that. We already had the hologram with Tupac and all that. So imagine if AI does a whole like it's going to get to the point where I truly, this is the scary part, where AI will get good enough to where it could project the voices of artists who aren't here anymore, who are dead, passed on. And there'll be a whole concert of AI. There'll be festivals now where we don't want to see real artists anymore. That's what I'm saying. Like, we shouldn't replace artists who put their blood, sweat, tears, time, cash into it. It's like you're just, because it's not eventually, is AI going to be performing in front of AI? Like, who's going to buy the tickets? So you need humans in order to have some type of currency. It just gets confusing. Like, will AI pay for tickets that? So you telling me you're gonna have it? So you telling me you're gonna have AI artists, AI fucking, you know what I mean? And it's like with Drake paying for bots allegedly, right? Because we don't know, but we got lawsuits coming out saying 37 billion fucking streams is fake and shit like that. That's just on Spotify. Who knows about YouTube? Who knows about all these other platforms? Are we saying that we're slowly but surely accepting AI because if someone is paying for fake streams and fake bots and comments, isn't that a form of you being somewhat of an AI because it's not real? But it almost tricks the brain into thinking that real people actually exist in this ecosystem that you're creating from fake shit. So we just got to be very careful when it comes to what we listening to, the artists and shit like that. Because now you got artists that are openly coming out saying they're using Chat GBT for their lyrics. Don't even need ghostwriters anymore. You get what I'm saying? Even though ghostwriters and people like myself who would write for other artists are very valuable because you can't ever replace how someone's brain is, even though they are putting. Man, I seen it was putting brain matter in chips again, in computer chips and quantum computer chips. It's getting nuts out here. It's getting fucking crazy out here. So we gotta really be careful on what we watching and companies that we put our dollar towards and stuff like that. Like, where the fuck are our taxes going? Like, what is going on? They're making whole babies out of fat cells and shit like that. We got to be careful. We don't even know 5, 10 years, 20 years from now if we're going to be looking at people that were made by people. They're manufacturing people like how they was doing on the Matrix and shit like that. It's becoming very real. It's not a facade. It's not a joke. It's not nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm getting all this just from them supposedly saying allegedly that Drake is paying for 37 billion streams. I mean, what is he with that shit? What is truly going on? You get what I'm saying? These questions, I guess, don't have to be answered, but they have to be pondered on. They have to be analyzed, deciphered, thought about, shit like that. So I just want y'all to realize, man, this shit is getting deeper than what we think it is, and we don't really know the answers to all of this shit until it gets exposed, like the Epstein files. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of this shit, a lot of this stuff honestly came out. And I'm not saying Diddy had something to do with it, but a lot of this shit came out right when Diddy got arrested. And it's like the whole industry is under a microscope, it's under investigation, you know what I mean? And we have many more things as well that's coming out. It's almost like an expose, the veil is getting pulled from over your eyes type of shit, you know what I'm saying? Now, if you want to appreciate the information and try to use it and decipher it to make your life a better thing, which I don't know how you would or how you wouldn't, you know what I mean? But it has to come to a point where you have to start to question everything. The stores that we walk into, like, are these products, are these products being made or agreed upon because AI says it's okay? Like the chemicals in our food and stuff like that. It's like, is all this shit fake too? Is it even real? Like, are we even eating real food anymore? Like, who's making it? Even though it's real food, is it being made by something fake? We know machines are there, but is it getting to the point where they're depending on machines so much to where they feel like that's it, that that's the end all be all. You know what I mean? It's crazy shit. I feel like one day everything will balance out and get back to normal, and AI will be in our everyday society because it already is now. But you have examples like this that make it real, real scary for us to the fake and the real. Virtual is very, very fragile. The virtual reality is very, very fragile. We looking at people and we impressed by them only because of the numbers. If somebody has 50,000 likes, 10,000 comments, 5,000 saves, 3,000 shares, Is it all bots? Are they making, are they almost tricking our brain into believing that this person is liked, and then they get pushed up in the algorithm, and then the real shit comes? Has that been the strategy all along? How long has AI been influencing the industry? You get what I'm saying? How long has AI been influencing the industry? Is AI buying albums? Do they have AI that right when the album comes out, they buy 10, 20,000, and why? Because nobody's listening. What type of influence does that truly have in the long run? Because people are going to say, the album was okay. So now you got 10,000, 20,000 AI bought albums that did nothing. You just tricked people into thinking they should buy this music because of the numbers. And that's where the number game gets really tricky. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I just really want people to just question everything that's going on in our society. You know what I'm saying? Because I am, and I don't want to really push the narrative that AI shouldn't be here, but we should definitely limit the fields and sectors of what AI influences. You get what I'm saying? I'm talking about Drake and Adin Ross and the gambling lawsuit, along with AI, because I feel like AI has a lot to do with this shit. You know, when it comes to numbers, when it comes to how we are being affected and almost tricked into believing that something is real when virtual reality is very tricky and fragile. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of studies saying that the brain doesn't know the difference between you talking to me now on the phone screen and you talking to me in real life. Like the brain is it takes it the same dopamine, the same effect of you being around someone and shit like that. So I don't know, man. It gets deep, and for these huge artists, the more you go up into this industry, that we call music, that we call pop culture, um, that we call entertainment, that we call movies, like all this shit, like what is really behind all of this stuff, the stock market, like what's really behind all this shit. You know what I'm saying? So it gets weird, man. It gets weird, I feel like. And it gets scarier the more that I feel like we dive deeper into the subject matter, because then you'll start to realize none of this shit has ever been real. Or at least most of it. 80 to 90% of the shit. You get what I'm saying? So what's up, BRLax? I'm about to get off here soon, man. But everybody, man, y'all make sure to like, share, subscribe to live. Y'all make sure to go check out my new shorts that I just dropped. Just dropped some freestyles. Y'all make sure to go comment on those. They're doing pretty good. Y'all make sure to go check out my new song, Falling Again. You know what I mean? If you would like to donate to the channel, you know what I mean? The link is in the description at the bottom if you would like to donate to the channel. Uh, right now, man, my goal is to get to 10,000 subscribers and take off from the YouTube, get about 20,000 followers on Facebook, get to 10,000 followers on Instagram. So y'all make sure to follow me on all platforms. You know what I'm saying? So we could truly get this blue check shit going, monetization, all of that shit going. Um, Thank everybody for watching all the content over the last 2-3 years, you know what I'm saying, to me doing this shit. I've been contemplating on if I should stop or not, and then just certain shit telling me not only should I not stop, I should actually push forth and keep going, because maybe I'm closer than what I think to the success that I feel like should match the output of the content. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate everybody for that. Let's make this go viral if we can. You know what I'm saying? Had this bitch get 1,000 views, we done already had 90, 100 people in this live that's been in and out. Shout out to everybody who came for notifications, YouTube search, shorts feed, browse features, suggested videos. If you just popped up randomly and you like, who the fuck is this guy? Appreciate you for that. You know what I mean? So we gotta really support real true content creators. I am not AI. This is not AI. This is real shit, man. And I appreciate more and more that my videos look like a real person, because it's like I'd rather do that, you know, because it's this weird space of the better your video looks, the more you question it. It's crazy as fuck. Like the internet is crazy, dog. I'm telling you, this shit is nuts, bro. You know, because now it's people who invest their time and shit like that. Now they're gonna be questioning if they AI or not. Like, nigga, I'm not AI. If I get a better camera other than always recording on my phone like I have for the past couple of years, it'd be so fucked up. People start thinking I'm AI because my video looks better. But that's the point that we at now. Because if something looks almost too good, you gotta question that shit. That's crazy, ain't it? So we just gotta support real people, man, at real times, and really just accept the fact that this shit is here and it's gonna be with us for the rest of our lives up until we dead and gone, and then it's gonna get more and more advanced. I was just watching a video. They said like 2 3 years ago, they had The Rock eating rocks and Will Smith eating spaghetti, and now these videos look way better. I can only imagine within the next 2 years or by the end of this year how those videos will look. You get what I'm saying? So it just gets to a point where we have to question reality. We have to question it all. And for people who are totally with AI, I'm not agreeing with that. I'm with AI up to a point. I don't want AI to take over my lane, content, a live streamer, a musical artist, someone who's a writer. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason why all of this shit exists is because of us. It's literally coming from us. They literally have computers with brain cells from humans. I mean, DNA from humans that they're using us now to further technology. I don't think y'all get what I'm saying. They're using us to further, they're using our chemical makeup in order to further this shit. So we are literally the reason why this shit exists. We will become our own demise if we don't like hurry up and get to the point where we limit that shit. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, people with cash and billions of dollars control that shit, but the only reason why they got billions of dollars and they in control is because we just simply ain't questioning this shit, or we act like we don't want to stop this shit. You feel me? So that's all I want to say about that shit, man. Drake, I hope 37 billion streams ain't fake. Adin Ross, I hope you didn't help this nigga. You know what I mean? George, Stake.us, just come on, man. Come on, man. Y'all being open about this shit, too. It's like y'all are being open about that shit, paying each other and passing each other checks in front of people's eyes. It's like, it's getting bad, man. It's getting bad. You know what I mean? So it's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I can't continue to act like I agree with certain actions that people's doing, and certain YouTubers are kind of like leaning towards now. Don't get me wrong. I got AI videos with my songs on it, but that's like pushing original content with AI. I don't. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's a thin line. I don't want AI to help me write my songs. I don't mind using AI videos to push some songs, or using AI clips to push original content. But once AI becomes your original content, we getting to the point where now you don't have to do anything. You don't have to put in any creative juices to work. Your brain is going to work less and less. Then you'll start depending on technology more. Don't say yourself out of technology. You know what I'm saying? Like, we already live streaming, nigga. You already kind of doing it a little bit by live streaming. You feel what I'm saying? So, because you don't have to do this. I don't have to get online and talk to y'all. You know what I mean? At the same time, shit, this is the closest we can get to that. Because I'm not controlling the stream. I'm only controlling the fact that I'm on the stream. But I can't control the algorithm. I can only tend to the algorithm. I can only cater to the algorithm that's already been made and available through studies and certain numbers and topics and things and people that have clicked on so many videos and impressions and audience retention and all of the shit that comes with why this video even got 94 views in real time. Why vertical live feed and browse feature shorts for YouTube search suggested videos, like direct and unknown. I don't even know what the fuck that is. You get what I'm saying? Like, shout out to everybody who's tapped in, but it's crazy. Like, I can't control that shit. I can only press live and then not hope for the best because I kind of got a good idea of like how to get the numbers that I desire, but I can't control. I wish I could get 10,000 views every time I go live. You know what I'm saying? I was close to that point. I got videos with 4,000, 3,000 views and me being on live with 30 or 40 people watching me at 30-minute intervals and shit like that. But then the algorithm changes. So it's really up to me to continue to put the work in and y'all to continue to share the lives and share the music and just watch the content and comment on the content. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it is what it is with that. You feel me? But I'm about to get up out of here. I appreciate y'all, man. Much love. Y'all make sure to go check out my new shorts. Got some freestyles out. Go comment on those. Follow me on Instagram. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Facebook. TikTok finally popping a little bit. Get put more work in over there. But I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all continue to support real content creators and not AI content creators or people who you feel suspicious about their views and shit like that. Like, because that's not supporting real, genuine support. That's only supporting the fake shit, which the algorithm is going to say, well, okay, they like supporting AI content and fake shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then that's all we're going to see eventually. And real people are going to get pushed down the algorithm, and AI is going to get pushed up. You get what I'm saying? That's kind of what it's kind of what's happening low key, but you know, it is what it is. But I appreciate y'all. Y'all make sure, like I said, go check out that new song, Falling Again. Type in TRABOLO, Falling Again. Make sure you comment on the song and keep it in the algorithm organically. Make sure you check out my three new my three new freestyles I just dropped. You know what I'm saying? Comment those so we can stay in the algorithm organically. Shout out to YouTube for even giving me the opportunity to continue to live stream and push the certain narratives and shit. Well, not narratives, just push my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And push the channel, continue to have it grow and shit like that, man. We headed to 10,000 subscribers, man. I'm out. Peace.